Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Blue Skies TV. So today I'm gonna be doing a review on my personal car, right? So what I have here is a 2001 Jetta. It holds a 2.3 liter engine. Now these are the first 2.3 liter V5 engine, and this one comes with a 10 valve. A bit later they improved the engine and gave it a 20 valve, which also upped the kilowatt output to 125. So this one of mine produces 110
So I'm gonna start
kilowatt.
this review by looking at what makes this car unique, alright? We
Now,
all know of V6 engines, straight 6 engine, V8s, V12s, as well as V10s, and well, every car that's running on the road, most cars have 4 cylinders. Now this car has 5 cylinders. I know, well, to a lot of people it sounds a bit odd. I mean, every time when I talk to my friends about it, telling them that my car has 5 cylinders, they're always saying that's highly impossible, until I open up my bonnet and show them this amazing engine. Like I said when I started off the review, this is a 2.3 liter engine, 10 valve. This is the first edition of these vehicles. Now this engine can be found in a Passat as well as on the Golf 4, and here it is on the Jetta, also known as the Bora. So everything is still quite good. Just bought myself a new battery, and the only thing that broke off was this, when you used to, what the thingy that you used to check the oil. And no upgrades done on the engine, no modifications, still stock engine. Just lost this cover of mine. But yeah, an amazing engine, very good engine. The drive is absolutely amazing. I mean, no complaints whatsoever. Very powerful engine. So this engine is basically taken off from the Vr5, which is famously known in the Golf 3 in our country, South Africa. So that had a displacement of 2.8 liters, all right, and it had a V6 engine. So VW, the engineers in Germany, decided that okay, we're gonna do something a bit odd, and they came up with this. Now, coming into the cabin of the car, looking at the interior. Now, first thing I'm gonna start with this a kiddy hole, a bit messy of mine, so a bit large. It has a few compartments in here, and the only thing that I changed here is the stereo. It came with the original VW radio, and I changed that. That was tape, so I needed something with USB, something a little bit more modern. Planning on putting a screen in here, but however, I left the original CD shuttle rather. And yeah, so this is the radio. Also up here are cup holders. So the cup holders, you press this and it pops out. So this is where the cup holders are positioned. You can push it back in to enjoy the nice beauty of the front in here. So this car has a touch of, I don't know if I should call it fake wood, or let me just put it this way, some nice wooden touch also here on the 5-speed gear changer. It is this. And the other cool thing that makes this car stand out, and I said that this car has some features that modern cars actually don't have. You know, in this class you need to pay up a lot of money to get these features, one of which is electronic heated seats. So this is how they will operate in the Jetta. What you do is you use this knob, you just move it like this, and it ends at 5, and they're really warm. They really do help in winter when you want to warm up your body. And of course, the other cool feature that this car has is climatronic. Most cars don't have in today market. You need to go up the spec to get this, but in this car you had. And mind you, I mean, to a lot of people this might be normal, right? This might be like, oh well, we know of cars having climatronics as well as heated seats, but guys, remember, this was back in 2001. This is really cool what this car had. And then when you open this tray, that's where you can access some cabin, as well as for smoking people, that's where the smoking thingy, as I call it, sits. So you just close it back. One thing that I hate about these cars is the door handles here for the driver. They tend to get broken. I mean, I've been to different scrap yards and go online looking for it. I can't seem to find one, but nonetheless the door does operate. So yeah, I will forgive them for this. And then here you've got your window control, as well as the window lock, if I may call it that. So you just push it down, the rear passenger won't be able to open. You push it up, they'll be able to open. So yeah, that's what it's all about. You also have these for the back windows, for the front windows, unlock, lock button. All right, so that's what you have. Another cool thing that this car has is what it has electronic windscreen sensor, rain sensor. So when the car senses a bit of rain, when they drop onto the windscreen will automatically wipe off the water. So that's another cool thing that this car has. The other cool feature that this car has, and of course here you've got your normal levers that you have sitting right here. So this is really cool. And obviously up here you've got your sunroof control here. This way you can control your sunroof, and yeah, still works. I'm gonna open it for you in a short bit. And obviously here you've got these when you want to see yourself, like now holding the camera I can see myself. Also have one on the other side, and it's integrated with a light here on top. You can also move these, and then right here if you want to put your glasses you can put them in here. So this is really a cool cabin to be in. You also have let me just go out a little bit. You also have an armrest, you can move it up and down. So yeah, you've got a handbrake here with some stitching, as well as some stitching on the steering wheel, which is really good. The material is also a bit soft, it's some soft plastic. So yeah, it's a very good interior in here. Another cool thing that the car has that's famously for is this sports seats. I mean, these seats you find rather in your sports cars, and yeah, so these are Recaro seats, brand new, still original. Here it has a little bit of damage here, I'm planning on getting that fixed, but nonetheless these are very comfortable seats. You can move them, they're adjustable manually, very comfortable seats, especially when you're pushing at high speeds, going through corners. If you want to feel like a sports car driver in this not so sports car, they really do work, and they really do hug you. Going through to the back, here at the back you still have some wooden touches right here with some speaker, with a bit of with some tweets here, and the door handles in chrome, as well as this. So this is really a nice car to have. Also same Recaro seats at the back. There's a lock if you want to open up the trunk and put in your stuff. Here you've got an armrest for the back passengers as well, so you can utilize these. So this is how this car looks inside. So these are some of the cool features that this car has. I'm going to take you through some of the electronic features, and obviously we're going to take a look into the exterior. Speaking of exterior, let me start the exterior by looking here. So it came with 5 holes, the 5-hole rim, but I lost my lock nut, so I had to buy another nut. So it's all generic nuts, but there is a lock nut which the car comes with. And obviously I also mentioned to you that the other cool thing about this car that I think really stands out, and I think one needs to like pay real attention when looking at, is the rim down here. So this car, the cool thing about it is VW decided, okay cool, we're gonna add a V5 badge to the rim. So if you look very closely, if you pay attention to detail, you'll see just here at the rim there's a V5 badge. Now this is really cool for a car at this level, you know. Very cool that VW said that we're gonna go an extra mile and we are gonna add in those V5 badges on this car. Also I've got the original mud flaps, mud guards here. So yeah, that's what the car has. Fuel cap, as well as the sunroof that I mentioned. So coming through to the front of the car right now, this car's had V5 badges here in front. Unfortunately mine got lost, so yeah. And another thing is this plastic cover that moves. Now what this does, it protects the headlights from, for example, bugs and everything. So it's removable, you can just watch it. And the cool thing, it comes with this VW badge here, so it's really attention to detail. So those are some of the cool things that this car has in front, as well as the fog light indicator and headlight. Some cars have fog lights here, but the fog light here, it's positioned here, and you can also move the headlights up and down in the control panel up in front. Now I spoke of a mechanism that you can use to move your fog lights. Now you use this, you just move it up and down, and the fog lights will easily adjust up and down based on the movement on this particular control. So this is really quite good. So into the car, this car, these are the kilos. Over 300,000 kilometers and still moving. Very reliable engine, like I said. So let me put it on. So then the car's on, you can see all the signs, electronic signs. So the other day I went and I did my wheel you know, service, just taking out the wheel, I mean suspension service, excuse me for that. And once I was done, I had this ABS light, so I went to my other mechanic. He told me that it's a switch next to the brake pad, so I still need to get that fixed. But nonetheless, everything is quite cool in here. So I did speak of the electronic sunroof. Let's give it an open and see if it does open. There you go. So I'm gonna start off by taking it up. So it went up, standard, and then taking it back, opening it up. There you go. So it does work. I know that a lot of people think because of the car's age this doesn't work. So back to closing it. Same thing. So it does close. There you go. So this is what you use to control the electronic sunroof. All right. So yeah, let's start here up and see what happens. Let's go. So the car also has these the computer, which can show you some bunch of information. See, when you're moving it, like you just press here, it shows you all sorts of information, everything. All right, so yeah. So we're going for a drive in my all cool Jetta for V5. First things first, seatbelt on, and let's go for a drive, shall we? And break down. It feels quite cool, really. You know, doing this review, it really feels really dope. This is a very interesting car to drive. Like, it's a very fun car to drive. A bit bouncy here and there. Look, it's a V5. It has sports seats, but it's certainly not a sports car. But it moves if you want it to move. It's a very, like, it's a very athletic car, you know? And it's a couple of years old, but it still does a lot of amazing things. All right, excuse my camera, it's a bit bumpy on the road that I'm driving on, but it's an amazing car altogether. No lie whatsoever. Now, a lot of people always say these cars are thirsty. Yes, it's a V5. What do you expect? It has to be thirsty. But if you drive it properly, it won't be thirsty. I mean, if you drive it on the highway, it's good. But short distances, you know, moving from point, maybe you going to the park, wherever, it's hella expensive. Very good, comfortable car. Like, I enjoy driving this car, you know, like sometimes I just want to wake up and go for a drive. That's how cool these cars are. Let me just adjust my camera here. You know, this is how cool these cars are. And if you're looking for a fun car to drive, this is the car. The V5, absolutely amazing car altogether, an amazing car, trust me. Like, you know, this car has a lot of good things that I like, and obviously a lot of bad things, that is with each and every car. And I must say, the ride comfort is absolutely amazing. The other day I drove in the all new Polo Vivo. I mean, I didn't really enjoy the ride, and the ride in this is just firm. This is an amazing car. If you want to have fun, this is the car to have. And if you want to also cruise along, this is the perfect car to have. I won't lie about that. Now, there's a few things I don't like about this car. One, it has to be the gearbox. It's good, but I feel like it deserves gear 6. I mean, when you're driving on the highway and you're doing 120, you're doing on about 3.2 thousand revs per minute. I feel like you need gear number 6 to keep you moving, and I feel like Volkswagen should have added a 6 gear to this car, because it feels like it just wants you to go to 6 gear. But the gear ratios are so long in this. I mean, I can literally do 120, 125, 130 in gear 3. That's absolutely amazing. That's really amazing from a 2.3 liter V5 engine. It's really a good car. And the other thing I don't like about this car, I feel like it's a bit heavy. You know, I mean, I've driven modern day cars and I felt like they were a little bit more light. And obviously my friends have Vivo, so that was a bit light. And I drive this, it's a little bit more heavy, but it's very nice to drive. It's very quick. And for all the people that love drag racing, this car's not for drag racing. This is a cruiser. If you wanna test the performance from 0 to 100, well, it's not that good. I mean, you can do that in 9 point something seconds. And if you wanna move from one robot to the next, it's also not that bad, but it's not designed for that. That's the thing with these cars. These cars are designed for cruising, and trust me, they do move. They really do move, and it's a smooth car altogether. The suspension, it's a little bit wobbly. Obviously, it's not a sports car. It's a family 5-seat sedan. So yeah, but it's really a nice car. Even the sitting position is nice. I can see everything is just nice in the cabin. You can easily steer around this cabin. So it drives well, really drives well. And yeah, this thing is good. This thing is good. We're gonna be testing out the pedigree of this car in a short bit, just to see how the gears match up. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that in a short bit. So right now I'm in third gear. Let's see what third gear can do. Let's go. So this is third gear, by the way. Fourth gear. So I don't want to push it too hard, really. Like, you don't want to push it too hard. But it's a nice cruiser. It's really a nice cruiser. So that was a review of my 2001 Jetta 4 V5. It's my first video, so yeah, it went quite well. And thank you for watching. Also do subscribe. But before I'm done, just a quick info on this car, right? So when this car was brand new, it would cost you 230,000 rand. So brand new 230,000 rand. It's really amazing to see what 230,000 rand can buy you today. You know, so this was indeed the flagship of the Jetta line back in 2001. They were produced from 99, if I'm not mistaken, up all the way until 2006, somewhere in 2005. And also the Golf 4 had a V5, but I only saw one in the country. These are very rare cars, but very special. The sound is amazing. But question is, what did you get with that 230,000 rand when you bought it brand new back in 2001? This car comes with 4 airbags. One is here on the steering wheel, the other is here the passenger side, the other is here the back for excuse me, for the back passengers. So that's what you got. You've got electronic sunroof, like I said. You've got your power steering. You've got power steering here. You've got heated seats, as I mentioned, front heated seat, that is. A very good car. ABS you do have. And obviously I was going through the net before I did this review, and I was just, you know, trying to find some other cool things that you do get on this car. Some of the information that I found here is, well, yeah, so fuel capacity, that's 55 liters that you get. Well, fuel consumption, well, the same highway is 9.3 liters to 100. Depends how you drive it, really. I mean, I get to 8.5 liters per 100, so it's not really that bad of a car. So, but it's an interesting vehicle, I'll tell you. Interesting vehicle. I've got so many features in here. Some cars have cruise controls, and that is obviously optional. So yeah, that's what you get in your 2001 Jetta 4 V5. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll be uploading more videos right here on Blue Skies TV. And do let me know what you think on the comment below, as well as which car you think I should do a review on. Really interested in that. Thank you for watching.